Florida. You love it, you hate it, you know all about it, right? It has become a conservative hub for the past 10 years. But finally, this year, we have a progressive fighter rising up the ranks in Angie Nixon, who is running for Senate out there, and she just exposed her opponent, Ashley Moody, for being a cartoon Batman villain by stealing $10 million from poor kids. Yeah, you heard that right.
As a matter of fact, she stole $10 million, and it just came out today. She stole $10 million from medically needy kids in order to defeat 2 citizen-led ballot initiatives that you all placed on the ballot that would have allowed you all to have healthier lives. $10 million. Y'all heard me. She allowed $10 million to be stolen that were supposed to go to the most medically needy kids.
This is literally like, you wouldn't even see the Joker doing this kind of shit, right? Like, and she even talks about it. She posted about it right here. Resign, you stole money from medically needing and low-income kids. Shame on you. And here is the whole story here from CBS, who actually was able to kind of leak this information from a grand jury who found this out to be true. So let's take a look at the background of this whole situation.
This report outlines how the DeSantis administration engineered what the grand jury called a sophisticated scheme to fund political activities. And the grand jury argued that it was allowed to happen because Moody and her office failed to protect taxpayers. For months, CBS Miami has been trying to speak to Senator Ashley Moody about her role in the Hope Florida scandal. Her office and her campaign have not responded to detailed questions about Hope Florida. And last week...
Yeah, no shit, she's not responding.
During what was supposed to be a press conference, Moody fled without taking any questions.
That's always a good sign.
Senator, would you answer a few questions, Senator? Senator, could you answer a few questions from the press, Senator?
Whoa.
In February, however, Moody would have been given a copy of the grand jury report, which offered a stinging rebuke of her as well as her former Chief Deputy Attorney General, John Gard. The report claims Gard approved the settlement without conducting his due diligence to ensure the proper appropriation of taxpayer funds. This all started after Florida officials learned the health...
Wow. Yeah, that's nuts. That's actually, like, what the fuck, dude? That's crazy. This Ashley Moody is literally, she's a cartoon Batman villain. And it's, of course, it's always a good sign to run away from your constituents trying to ask you questions about a legal issue that you're directly involved in, that you did have knowledge of, at this time. They say she did have knowledge of it. It's actually goddamn crazy. And while Ashley Moody has to deal with this insane scandal, this absolute bombshell nightmare of a situation, that optically is just could not be worse. Angie Nixon is out here releasing dynamite campaign ads. This one came out just this morning, showcasing again how she is different from Ashley Moody and that she doesn't give a damn about all these scary DSA connections. So let's take a look, because it's so good.
Look, we need to talk.
Angie Nixon, a Democratic Socialist, who's the Democratic Socialist? You recently joined the Democratic Socialists of America. Democratic Socialist, Angie Nixon.
This isn't about any organization I'm affiliated with. This isn't even about the labels they try to put on me. This is about the needs of the people.
I love that she's not distancing herself. She's just like, yeah, that's a label they put on me, but I know that no one actually gives a fuck about that. So let's actually talk about the issues at hand here.
Y'all know me. I'm about
Medicare for all. Universal child care. Real affordable housing. Fully funded public education.
How dare she? That's actually disgusting and gross. Those are all bad policy positions that I don't like. As a corporate centrist Democrat, those are things that I cannot stand behind. Have we mentioned Hassan Piker yet?
And an end to senseless wars.
Here's the thing about a box. Someone else built it, but I answer to you. So you tell me, because you live in Florida, does your rent, which is over 18% the national average, care what they label me? Does your health care, which Ashley Moody caused to skyrocket,
Such good messaging. It doesn't matter what they label me. I'm just
care what you label me? Does the schools that are shutting down in your neighborhood care what they label me? Look, y'all, I am Angie Nixon, and it has always been and will always be Angie for Florida, because I care about you.
So while her opponent, Ashley Moody, is stealing $10 million from kids in Florida, she's saying, listen, I might be a Democratic Socialist. I might be, who knows? But guess what? I actually care about you, and I want to help you, and I want to support you because I am here for Florida, right? And this is just what we've been seeing over and over again from Democratic Socialists, and that is why so many more people are like, wait, I'm in the Democratic Party, but I affiliate more with the Democratic Socialists, as this polling here
Democrats
suggests.
who think of themselves as Democratic Socialists, among all Democrats, including those independents who lean towards the Democratic Party. Look at this.
A third of Democrats, all ages.
We're talking about a third of all Democrats who identify as Democratic Socialists. Bernie
Did
Sanders
we say the exact same thing? That's
and Zora Mandani are not alone. They are a considerable part of the Democratic base at this point. And more than that, if you look at Democrats under the age of 35,
42% right here, 42% under the age of 35. That is why politicians and these corporate centrist milquetoast Democrats are so fucking scared all the time. That is why Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer are screaming and shouting about their left flank when it's not a reality. It's just dividing the party. They care so much more about Hassan Piker and all these crazy radicals on the left than they do actually about fighting Donald Trump and neo-Nazis and fascism, because Democrats and liberals would much rather align themselves with the far right than the far left, because the far right protects the interests of capital and the far left does not. And that is what is so much more important to these guys. And I think that Angie Nixon right here says it exactly correctly. She says that some people say I lack decorum or professionalism, but what the fuck does that even mean when the other side is destroying democracy? So let's take a real quick look at this.
It is very frustrating that some people say, oh, I lack decorum, I lack professionalism. And I have to say to folks, what good is decorum and professionalism when democracy is literally being attacked?
Exactly.
What good is professionalism and decorum when our institutions are being attacked? They are falling. Like, it's happening right now. Like, democracy is falling right now. Make no mistakes about it. They are weaponizing agencies and creating Donald Trump's paramilitary force. And they are deploying them into our communities to terrorize us and to slaughter us on the street while they are masked, with no repercussions, with no accountability.
Is that decorum? Is that professionalism?
With no transparency. And so I'm sorry, I am not the type of person to sit down and write a strongly worded email or a strongly worded letter to the editor. What has that gotten us? We need to...
Exactly, right? Like, again, Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, all these centrist Democrats are just, oh, no, the Republicans are very naughty. We will not let that happen come November. When it's actually like, no, we need to do something. Holy shit, can we please do something? And Angie Nixon is doing just that. And if you agree that Angie Nixon is the right choice for Florida and that Ashley Moody is a Batman villain sent from hell to steal kids' money, be sure you subscribe to US Democratic Socialists. We do progressive news and updates like this pretty much every single day, so be sure to subscribe, click the bell so you get notified when we post, and have a great day. I'm Iago Lashua. Goodbye.